Good Thursday morning, everyone. This is a bit of a different morning update just because of all the active weather that we've got going on today. I just noticed a tornado watch has just been issued for northern Alabama. That includes a couple of counties in southern and middle Tennessee. That does not include any of the Cumberland Plateau counties. Looking at our severe weather concern for today, main threat time frame 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Flash flood risk still very low. Straight line wind risk is the highest risk of all. A little bit of a hail threat, and then a little bit of a tornado threat. So any of these storms that can tap into the rotation that is in the air today could produce at least a brief spin up tornado. But the damaging straight line wind gusts, we have so much wind energy in the atmosphere today, any storm could easily push those stronger winds down to the surface. So this is the Storm Prediction Center day outlook. The upper left panel is the general overall risk. We have been upgraded to the slight risk. That's the yellow shading that you see over much of Tennessee. We were in the marginal, now we're in the slight. So now we're level 2 out of 5 instead of level 1 out of 5 for the threats. The panel to the right of that is your tornado threat. So the yellow shading is definitely the higher threat down Alabama and Georgia, but we are in the green for a low threat for tornadoes. Bottom left is the hail outlook. So they have increased that a bit. So we do have to be a little bit mindful for some possible large hail in some of the stronger storms. And then to the right of that is the wind outlook, which is about the same threat as the hail outlook. But I would argue the wind threat is by far a greater threat than the hail. So looking at radar this morning, we see two batches of thunderstorms, one up in Kentucky and one down in Mississippi and Alabama. So I'll end with this. Many times I've seen this happen. We end up in the middle in a sweet spot where all the energy is to our north and all the energy is to our south, and we just kind of get missed. Will that happen today? I can't guarantee it, that is for sure. But it is worth noting that perhaps storms to our north and storms to our south will leave us in a sweet spot in the middle. This happens quite often. It happens more often than you would think it would. We will hope for that, but we will remain weather aware because we are in the slight risk for severe weather today. And then we switch to snow. Confidence is still high in 1 inch or less, and I would say that my confidence is getting higher in 1 to 2 inches along the western edge of the plateau. If you live, like there's portions of Tansy that pick up on these events. Mayland, Monterey, western Fentress County. If you traditionally get higher snow amounts than everyone else, you could be looking at 1 to 2 inches with this event. The rest of us are looking at 1 inch or less, but confidence is definitely high that we're going to see snow. Models keep trending higher with those chances, and so we will see. I can't see anyone getting over 2, but yeah, we'll be. That's the kind of event we're looking at. But that's enough to cause slick spots, and it could be enough to get you out of school. You folks have a wonderful Thursday and keep looking up. I will post updates throughout the day, especially at meteorologistmark.com, keeping you informed through it all.